Hello friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. Are you guys ready to do some more decorating? I'm going to be decorating my dining room with you today, and I can't wait to share that space with you. I'm going to work on my buffet, and I also have a couple of trees that I'm going to share with you on how I decorated them. Also, I've got a fun thrifted piece that I got. I can't wait to share that with you because I'm going to use it in my decor and show you how I style it. So if you guys are new here, my name is Michelle, and my sister Cheryl and I, we welcome you to our channel. If you haven't subscribed, we would love it if you would subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave us a big thumbs up and a comment. It really helps our channel, and we appreciate y'all so very much. But let's get started with today's video. I can't wait to share with you how this vignette I'm creating all comes together. So to get started, I'm just going to decorate this little tree that I have right over here. I've added it into one of my crocks, and I think I'm going to display some of my vintage items in this tree. Now I'm going to show you what I'm doing right here, but I'm actually going to change this. But this was my thought process when I started. I thought I was going to add all of these cute vintage items into this tree, and then I found this set of bells that I've had, and I've had most of this decor for a long time, and I haven't used it in forever. So I just thought, oh my goodness, bells are trending right now. I need to pull these out and use them. And this was going to be the tree topper, and I absolutely love it. And as you can see, it has the original ribbon, and I just took some satin ribbon that I had tied around right there, and I just think it makes it look a little dressier and pretty. But I need to replace some of the bulbs. I think that one is burned out, but I just think it is so pretty. So let's move over to the other side of my buffet, and I've got this bigger tree from Walmart, and I just have it sitting in this huge urn that I have. And all I've done is just added some berry stems, some greenery picks, just to kind of fill in, because it's not a very full tree, and I just kind of wanted it to look a little more full. So that's just all I've done right there. And of course I've added white lights and colored lights. Now these stems came from Walmart. They were less than $1, and so that's better than the Dollar Tree. So I grabbed several of these to use as the topper and then to use around the perimeter of my tree. So I also grabbed this one as well with the pine cones, kind of sprayed a little bit gold, but I thought those are pretty too. And so I'm just going to add those in the tree. And once I get those kind of in the tree, now I'm going to add in this ribbon. I think this ribbon is so pretty. I used it on my main tree, and I think I'm just going to place it here inside the tree. And then as you'll see, I'm going to go back in and add some more of those picks in just a minute. Now I do have this large bells. I got these last year at Walmart. They were kind of a darker color, and I just spray painted them gold and used some rub and buff, and I think they turned out really pretty. And I'm just gonna add in layers. I think that's the best thing to do when decorating your tree, is just adding layers. It adds so much interest to your trees. So as you can see, I'm just adding these red stems different places in the tree, and I just really like this look. I kind of like bringing it down the tree a little bit, but I like to add my ribbon in kind of before I get going. And I also bought this really pretty velvet ribbon. It's really small, but I'm going to also just tie those on the tree as well, and I think it adds a really pretty touch. So looking through my stash of vintage decor, I mean, I I have boxes where I mainly use the same things over and over, but I was going through my stash and I come across a bunch of things that I haven't used in a long time, and this happened to be in there. So I grabbed them out, and I think I'm going to use these on my tree as well. I think these are so cool, and they're kind of made out of a plastic. But I'm showing you that I just added some mercury picks to the top of the tree, as you'll see right here. Added some more berry stems, and then I added in those little vintage tags, ornaments. I added in lots of ribbon. I've got some plaid ribbon, some red velvet ribbon, and just all the fun things. And so what I did is I took the items from that little tree and I put them in the bigger tree. I just figured it would make more of a statement, and I could show them off better in this tree. So that's what I did. I just absolutely love this. I think this is so fun. So if you have items that you're not using to display and you happen to have a tree, stick them in your tree. They make the best tree decorations. Friends, I just want to take a moment and give a shout out to my friend Trisha over at Absolutely You Home and Garden. She has decorated the most gorgeous tree for the Festivals of Trees, which gives back to her community. It is such an amazing thing that she has done, and I'm just going to leave her video linked in my description for you guys. I hope you'll go over and watch. She has decorated the most gorgeous tree. And friends, they bought this tree with their own money and all the decorations to give back. And I just think that is so incredible. And I just would love it if you guys would go over and give Trisha some love. Show her your support in this video where she's showing you how she decorated this tree. It is absolutely incredible. So let me show you what I did with this little tree. So on this tree, of course, I added the bells to the top, and then all I did was take these mercury glass beads that have little bells attached to them, and I strung that along it as well. I'm going to show you that in just a second. I also took bells that I got from Hobby Lobby. They came on a little stem. I cut them off. I tied the velvet ribbon on them and just tied them to the tree. I added little red ornaments. And then I just took lots of this icicles and put it on the tree, added some tinsel. I just think it is so pretty. I think it has such a vintage flair. It's kind of simple because I have so much going on the other tree. But I absolutely love it. But now let's go thrifting and let me show you what I picked up that I got such a good deal on. So while I was looking around in this little antique store, I came across this crock, and it's marked $10. Now it is cracked, but it is still intact and it seemed really secure, and so it was $10, and they were having a sale in this booth for 30% off, so I actually got it for $7. And for the size, I just thought it was worth it. So I grabbed it to bring it home. And I want to make this really moody, kind of earthy looking vignette right here on my buffet. And as you'll see, this is going to tie into some of the other things that I've done throughout my home. But I've taken my dough bowl. I've taken a strand of this Norfolk pine, the Real Touch. I've laid it in the dough bowl. I put a book in the center because my dough bowl is really deep, so I need to make it seem more level. So that's why the book is there. So I'm putting this beautiful crock on top, and I'm just so happy that I found this. I think this is so beautiful. Even if it's cracked, I still love it so much. But let's work on decorating this dough bowl. So the plan is that this Norfolk garland will be actually the centerpiece of this design. Like I want this greenery to stick out the most, but there is a lot of areas that I need to kind of fill in, and I kind of want to add some extra texture to it as well. So I'm just sticking in some stems of greenery to kind of cascade over the bowl, just to give it that look that I'm going for. And I also kind of want to fill in where there's big holes, because like I said, I want to place some ornaments inside, and I just think it needs to be fuller so those ornaments will not sink down to the bottom. So now that I have that layer in place, the next thing I'm going to do is grab some pine cones and lay those around. And again, I know I always say this, but I love bringing the outside in. I think it gives your home such a cozy factor, and I just think it is so pretty. So I'm going to add pine cones to both sides. Okay, here are some mercury glass ornaments that I have. They're so pretty in my opinion. I've had these for a long time, and I'm just going to lay these inside this bowl. I only have 4, and I think that's the perfect amount. The next thing I have is I ordered these little bells off of Amazon. I will have them linked in the description below if you guys are happen to look for anything like this. They were a really good deal, and I don't really want the cord to show, so I'm going to kind of work that jute into my greenery and just kind of let the bell cascade over the greenery. So let me work this in there, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I think it turned out so pretty and adds just the perfect touch. Okay, friends, what do you think of this so far? I really, really, really like this. But again, as my friend Liz says over at Traditions by the Seasons, let there be light. So I'm going to add some fairy lights to this, and I think it's going to be the perfect touch and really bring this all together. Alright, so I'd gone to Kirkland's and I got some of this Norfolk pine stems, and I'm going to use these in this crock. And I also have these stems. I got these at Joann Fabrics. I think I got this last season when they were on sale. But as you can see, let's add these Norfolk pine stems in there. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. I'm so glad I was able to grab some at Kirkland's. And let's add these other picks to it as well. I kind of want to give it a cohesive look to kind of match what I'm doing in the dough bowl as well. Friends, you'll have to tell me what you think of this, but I think it's so pretty. And again, this plays off of what I did in my living room. I have some of this greenery in there as well. And so it's all kind of tying together. The last thing I want to do is just to bring in a vintage flair by adding these beautiful tree toppers. These are so gorgeous, and I think just by laying these inside this dough bowl, it will be the most perfect display. So you guys tell me what you think. Do you like it better with or without these beautiful old tree toppers? So to each side of this dough bowl, I have these trees, and I've had these for a long time. My mother bought me one, I bought myself one, and then we all bought us a red one. And so I love pulling these out. They're so pretty, and I'm going to add this to this buffet. I think it's just a perfect touch to complete this look. Here's the red one that I bought. This one I got this year. It is from Walmart. It's from My Texas House. I thought this is really pretty. This is gold, and it's going to kind of bring in all the colors that I have going in on my buffet table right here. So the last little touch I want to add over here is just some real greenery from one of my trees. And then I'm going to add this Santa. He was another thing I found in my tub that I forgot I even had. I think he is so amazing. I love his look, and I think he's perfect for what I have going on over here. So I'm just going to place him on this architectural piece right there, and I think it is just the perfect place to display him. So friends, here's the overall look of what I have going on over on my buffet table. I absolutely love it. So you guys will have to tell me what you think, but I was just so thrilled with my thrifted piece that I got. I think that pottery piece is just amazing, and I'm so glad to have it in my collection. I love this earthy feel. It's kind of a moody vibe over here, and I just think it is absolutely so pretty. But guys, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate y'all so very much. We appreciate you taking the time to watch and to comment and to give us a thumbs up. It just really helps our channel, and we just appreciate you all so very much. Hope you guys will come back on Monday. I'm going to finish decorating my dining room with my dining room table, my china cabinet, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my kitchen and bathroom, and we'll do a home tour. And I also want to share with you my sister's home. But before I go, I just want to leave you with this beautiful Bible verse. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. He sent on his word and healed them. He rescued them from the grave. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. Friends, God is so good, and I was reminded of it very much today. Today I texted a friend and I was complaining, and God really burdened my heart. You know, sometimes instead of complaining, we just need to praise and glorify our Father. He is so good to us. He takes care of us, and he loves us. So I pray that you will trust him and glorify him in all things. Guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, friends.